That's interesting. When you walked into the kitchen this morning, the lights were already on, the coffee was ready, the shades had already adjusted, even the music had started. How did the home know what to do?
That's actually the wrong question.
It is?
Most people start by asking how. How did the automation trigger? Which sensor detected movement? What integration started the coffee? What rule adjusted the shades? Those are useful implementation questions, but they are not the questions that determine whether the home behaved well.
Then what should we ask?
We should ask what the home understood. What was true? Who was engaging? What was allowed? What mattered? What should be remembered? What should happen next? And after all of that, can the home explain why it acted?
That's a much bigger answer than I expected.
Exactly.
The kitchen shades were adjusted to reduce solar gain while preserving natural light. Coffee preparation began in response to the established weekday morning routine.
That already feels different. Most smart homes can do things. Very few can explain themselves.
And that is where our story begins.
We've been hearing about smart homes for decades. Connected switches, sensors, mobile apps, voice assistants, dashboards, automations, artificial intelligence. Yet many people still don't think their homes are particularly smart. Why?
Because most smart homes were built around devices instead of behavior. We added switches, sensors, applications, dashboards, hubs, voice assistants, and automation engines. Each solved a problem, but we rarely stopped to define how all those pieces should work together as one coherent environment.
So we automated the house, but we didn't necessarily design the experience.
Exactly. The technology became more capable, but the experience often became more fragmented. One application controls the lights, another manages the shades, another handles climate, another knows who is home, another remembers music preferences. The home may contain intelligence in many places without behaving intelligently as a whole.
More technology, but not necessarily more understanding.
Right. And when the pieces do not share clear responsibilities, the home becomes complicated instead of intelligent.
I think every smart home owner has experienced this. A light turns on, and nobody knows why.
Absolutely.
A notification arrives in the wrong place at the wrong time. A voice assistant misunderstands a request. An automation works one day and not the next. A dashboard becomes 3 dashboards, and each one shows something slightly different.
And eventually, something important changes. You stop trusting the system.
Even if the system works most of the time?
Especially then, when behavior is inconsistent, people cannot form a reliable expectation of what the home will do. They begin second-guessing it. Was that intentional? Was it a mistake? Will it happen again? Can I depend on it? A few unexplained actions can undermine confidence in the entire environment.
So this isn't really a technology problem.
No. The deeper problem is trust.
Most people assume that a highly automated home is automatically an intelligent home.
Not necessarily. A home can contain hundreds of automations and still be nearly impossible to understand.
So what is the difference?
Automation is activity. Intelligence is behavior.
Explain that.
An automation connects a trigger to an action. Something happens, so the system does something else. That can be useful, but the number of actions a home performs does not tell us whether the home understands the situation. Intelligent behavior considers context. It asks whether this is the right action for this person, in this place, at this time, for this reason.
So intelligence is not measured by how much the home does.
It is measured by whether the home consistently does the appropriate thing for the right person at the right time, for an understandable reason.
And if the home cannot do that?
Then automation may simply create activity at a larger scale.
If the problem is trust, where do we begin?
We begin with architecture.
Architecture?
Yes, because intelligence is not a feature that we add to a home. It is the result of a system in which responsibilities are clearly defined. Who owns the facts? Who establishes identity? Who decides what is allowed? Who understands what matters? Who preserves context? Who coordinates the response? And who ensures that all of this remains explainable and governed?
That's where homes that behave well comes in?
Exactly. Homes that behave well is not a dashboard. It is not a product. It is not a larger collection of automations. It is an operating model for intelligent residential environments.
And this image represents that operating model.
Yes, this is the Behaves Well framework. It begins with 6 connected questions. Truth asks, what is true? Identity asks, who is engaging? Operational trust asks, what is allowed? Stewardship asks, what matters? Continuity asks, what should be remembered? Concierge asks, what should happen? Explainability and governance support the entire framework.
Do we need to understand every layer today?
No. Today we are introducing the architecture. The rest of the season explores these ideas one at a time.
Let's begin at the bottom. Truth.
Before a home can help, it must understand reality. Who is present? Which spaces are occupied? What devices and systems exist? What are the environmental conditions? Is someone engaging with the home? What is happening right now?
Basic facts.
Authoritative facts. That distinction matters. Truth should not guess what those facts mean, and it should not decide what should happen next. Truth establishes a reliable understanding of the current environment and makes that understanding available to the other layers.
So the kitchen is receiving direct sunlight. The room is getting warmer. The shades are partially open.
Those are facts. Nothing intelligent can happen until the home understands reality.
Then comes identity.
Identity answers a very important question. Who is engaging?
Most people would associate that with voice identification.
Voice is one source of evidence. A person may also interact through an authenticated phone, a shared kiosk, a wearable, a presence event, or a future channel that does not exist yet. Identity is larger than voice.
So the method of interaction may change, but the person does not.
Exactly. Identity should be channel independent. The home should provide coherent behavior whether someone uses a phone, speaks to a voice assistant, approaches a kiosk, or engages through another trusted channel. The available evidence and confidence may differ by channel, but the governing behavior should remain consistent.
The home is not simply recognizing a command. It is establishing who it is serving.
That is the heart of identity.
Once the home knows who is engaging, what comes next?
Operational trust.
Why operational trust?
Because there are 2 related meanings of trust in this framework. Operational trust answers, what is allowed? It applies identity, authorization, privacy, household role, context, confidence, and verification.
Give me an example.
Suppose I ask the home to read my calendar. A trusted environment should be able to access my calendar when I request it and when the interaction has sufficient assurance. But that same environment should not expose David's calendar to me unless David has explicitly authorized that access.
So trust is not only about blocking access.
Exactly. A trustworthy home must protect what is private and provide what is personal. Appropriate denial and appropriate access are both part of operational trust.
And then comes stewardship.
Stewardship asks a different question. What matters? Not everything in a home carries the same significance, care requirements, risk, or responsibility. People matter. Pets matter. Comfort and health matter. Family heirlooms, artwork, instruments, collections, routines, and meaningful experiences may matter.
So stewardship is not simply an inventory.
No, it is an understanding of significance. Truth establishes that something exists. Stewardship helps the home understand why it deserves attention and what care may be required.
Then the home remembers?
Not everything. That would be intrusive, unnecessary, and difficult to govern. Continuity asks what should be remembered.
How does it know?
Stewardship helps identify what matters. Operational trust determines what may be retained and used. Continuity keeps the appropriate context available, accurate, permissioned, and relevant over time.
What does that look like in real life?
Music can continue when a person moves from the kitchen to the office. An audiobook can resume where it stopped. Lamps can restore to their previously set level, while personal comfort preferences can follow a resident without becoming permanently attached to one room. A returning guest's authorized room preferences can be available during a future visit. Past maintenance can inform the future care of an important asset.
So a home that behaves well doesn't start over with every interaction.
Exactly. Continuity preserves enough context so life can continue naturally. It is remembering what matters, so the home can serve people coherently across time, place, and experience.
Now we reach Concierge.
Yes, and this is where many people assume intelligence begins. But Concierge comes after the other responsibilities have done their work.
Because Concierge depends on everything underneath it.
Exactly. Truth provides the facts. Identity establishes who is engaging. Operational trust establishes what is allowed. Stewardship identifies what matters. Continuity provides relevant, remembered context. Only then does Concierge ask, what should happen?
So, Concierge does not discover truth, establish permissions, or decide what matters.
Correct. Concierge consumes authoritative inputs. It assembles the current context, applies coordinator policy, selects an appropriate response, routes execution through approved services, and communicates through the appropriate channel.
That sounds less like magic, and more like disciplined orchestration.
That is exactly what it should be.
And if the interaction moves from my phone to the hallway kiosk,
The governing behavior remains the same, but a shared surface may require identity confirmation before personal information is displayed. The channel can change. Privacy and authorization do not.
let's return to the kitchen. Why did the shades adjust?
The kitchen was receiving direct sunlight, and the room temperature was increasing. The shades were adjusted to reduce solar gain while preserving natural light and maintaining comfort.
That makes sense.
And that is explainability. A home that behaves well should be able to answer a simple but essential question. Why did that happen?
Not with a technical log.
Right. The explanation should be understandable to the person affected. It should connect the authoritative facts, the relevant priorities, the policy that applied, the selected response, and the resulting outcome.
And governance?
Governance keeps the framework reliable as the home evolves. Homes change. People change. Technology changes. New automations are added. Old integrations are retired. Responsibilities drift. Technical debt accumulates. Governance defines ownership, contracts, policies, standards, approved execution paths, and lifecycle expectations.
So a home that behaves well is not only designed well,
It is maintained well. Explainability helps people understand individual actions. Governance helps ensure the entire environment continues to deserve that understanding.
earlier, you said intelligent homes are trust systems.
They are.
But we already talked about trust as one of the framework layers,
Operational trust.
which determines what is allowed.
Exactly.
So, what is this larger trust model?
Human trust. Operational trust is an architectural responsibility. Human trust is the outcome earned by the entire environment,
How does a home earn it?
not through a promise, not through a feature list, not because it uses artificial intelligence. A home earns trust by behaving predictably.
Similar situations produce similar outcomes.
It behaves consistently.
Across rooms, devices, and interaction channels.
It is explainable.
People can understand why it acted.
It is respectful.
It honors privacy, boundaries, preferences, and human intent.
It is secure.
Information and capabilities are appropriately protected.
It is transparent.
The home is clear about what it knows, what it used, and how a decision was made.
And it is competent.
It successfully performs the responsibilities people have entrusted to it.
Exactly. People do not trust a home because it contains impressive technology. They trust it because it repeatedly demonstrates trustworthy behavior.
So, all of these framework layers contribute to that outcome.
Truth, identity, operational trust, stewardship, continuity, concierge, supported by explainability and governance, working together consistently over time.
Technology doesn't create trust.
Behavior creates trust.
We've covered a lot of ground. Where do we begin?
With the operating system.
Meaning the architecture that makes all of this work together?
Exactly. In the next episode, we will explore what a home operating system actually is, what responsibilities it defines, and why a collection of smart devices needs an operating model. Then, throughout the season, we will go deeper. How does a home know what is true? How does it know what matters? How does it know who is engaging? Why does it remember? What should happen next? Why did something happen? How does the system evolve without losing understanding? What is the impact of change over time? And how can all of that help residents, guests, caregivers, visitors, and service providers feel appropriately supported?
11 questions.
One connected story.
So, what is a home that behaves well?
It is not defined by the technology it contains. It is defined by the trust it earns.
And that is what this season is about.
Most smart homes were built around devices. Homes that behave well are built around people. The behaves well framework helps an intelligent environment understand reality, understand the people it serves, protect what is private, provide what is personal, understand what matters, remember what should persist, and act appropriately over time. The goal is not merely to automate devices. The goal is to create an intelligent environment that earns and maintains human trust.
Welcome to Homes That Behave Well.